Oh, sorry. I think my microphone was off. So, wanted to say Happy New Year to you guys. Hope that you all had a fun New Year's Eve or a restful New Year's Eve, whichever you picked. I did stay home last night, fell asleep before midnight, but my husband woke me up to see the ball drop, and my kids came in and we watched the ball drop, and then we all went to sleep. So we did feed a little bit earlier last night. So Cheerio just added herself to the snack crew. So this morning I'm looking at Miss Penny, who yesterday was fluffed out like she is again today. So I kind of took that as she was not feeling super great. And she's coughing a little bit this morning. If you see one goat puffed out when the others are not, it's usually a sign that you need to look a little bit closer at that goat. She was chewing her cud when I saw her in the corner, so that's always a good sign. If they're chewing their cud, she's getting up to eat. I did give her a shot of antibiotic yesterday along with some B12, and then I also gave her some Banamine for a fever and just for general aches. So hopefully that will all kick in. She'll be feeling good again. Oh my gosh, seriously? So the main problem usually that triggers that at this time of year is the weather. The weather has not been very cooperative here. It's been so wet. Keeps getting warm, then it keeps getting cold again, which goats typically don't handle those big swings super well, and they don't handle the being really damp very well either. It's pretty cold today. I looked at the temperature before I came out and it said 30, but it feels like 19. Good morning. Hello, hello. Not sure how to pronounce your name. Kia, Dippin. So I'm in Southeast Indiana, here in the United States. I'm not sure if you guys are in the US. It's about 9 in the morning here. Oh, you're from India. Cool. So I'm going to guess that it's much later in the day. You've already experienced more of the new year than I have. Cheerio. She's knocking down all these stack of buckets. I really need to use this bucket, ma'am. Here you go. Miss Blue. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hope you guys had a nice New Year's Eve celebration. I wonder if any of you guys were out doing something fun. Hi, Cecily. So you can hear them kind of scraping this door with their feet. They're ready to come. They're ready for me to come into their area and feed them. So for my big dough pen, I typically fill this up and dump over there for them. These cups are blocking everything. So this is their favorite to eat. You gotta move your head. See, they all gobble it up. Miss Penny, are you doing okay? So now she's not puffed out. Earlier she was really puffy. So I will be getting this area ready for a kidding soon. Miss Nutmeg is due on January 11th, which is actually a week from this Saturday. Good morning, Turkey. Hi, Miss Blue. Everybody likes the beet pulp. You can hear them all munching. They crunch it very, very loud. The turkey's even eating it. These turkeys, they can be very, very pesty. Hi, Cheerio. Good morning. Happy New Year, babies. Did you all have a good New Year's Eve? Hi, Turkey. Are your pans clean? So I normally clean out all of their pans before I dump the feed in. These pans always get hay in them. Did you guys sleep well? Minnie, get down. It's still really wet here. We are supposed to have no rain for 5 days, so I am like ready for everything to dry out. But it's supposed to be cold, so I don't know how much it'll actually dry out. Crumble, you gotta get down. Get down. There you go. Hi, Aunt Karen. Happy New Year. It's hard to believe it's 2025. Okay, so Revy doesn't like to eat with anyone, so she usually comes out. And there she is. Okay, there's a traffic jam here. I usually let Revy, no, Happy. You don't usually come out, Happy. You're not going to force your way out. No, ma'am. I usually let Revy out to eat separately because she's a brat. Because she's one of my favorites. Okay, Revy, you gotta get on the stand. No, walk over to the milk stand. Revy, go jump up. There you go. Come on. She does not like that the cat is lurking around. The cat is the same color as you. So I will grab her some, well, she came in here. I'm gonna grab her some extra feed for the stand until she left it. Oh, Miss Cheerio's up here. Oh, Eclipse, I didn't know I let you out. This is why Eclipse is so big. She eats all the time. So my two little solid black triplets over here, they're getting so big. It's Midnight and Moon. They are littermate sisters. They were born May 1st last year. I am really, really excited about these two black does. I love black does. Midnight is solid black. I think she's got a little tiny bit of white, but it's underneath, so you don't see it. Miss Moon has a white spot on her head. And Moon's actually a little bit bigger than Midnight. Midnight was the smallest in that set of triplets. They also had a brother. The brother went to the grazing crew. Hi, yes, I remember you. Thank you for coming back. Hi, Mom. Happy New Year. So apparently in our area, I don't know if there was an earthquake or what, but my sister-in-law was sending me posts of people that were, I don't know. They said that they felt their house shaking at some point in the middle of the night. I did not wake up to feel it. Last night I went to bed right after the ball drop, and I did not wake up till like after 8 this morning. This is not the turkey that, thank you for subbing, I appreciate it. This is not the turkey that's laying the eggs. So Miss Libby is over here in this is our kidding area of the barn. It has a concrete floor. This was actually already here. There was an old barn in this place. It was, I don't know, over 100 years old, but it basically fallen apart. So we built the new barn over the place where the old barn was. This is going to be my kidding corner since I only have one doe kidding. In this time frame, we won't use the whole pen. So I set up the warming barrel I was making a video about it. So I think I'll just leave it up for Nutmeg's baby. I have 32 goats right now. About to increase next week after Saturday. But she may only have one. She may have two, I don't know. So of course, I'll clean the concrete here. I'll also throw a stall mat in this corner. If I have a single doe, I usually put it back in this corner. I feel like it's pretty nice and cozy and private. I almost always separate them. I always separate them when they have kids, like newborn kids. But I'll put them with other moms that have newborn kids. Typically, they're so consumed with their own kids that they're not bothering any of the other new moms. So then all the babies can play together. So the warming barrel is for the kids to go in and get warm. I've found that my babies love it. And starting Sunday, I think we're supposed to get, I don't know how many inches of snow, but apparently we're supposed to get snow Sunday into Monday. And then it's supposed to be really cold. So I think it's going to be cold across a lot of the country. I saw some fellow goat breeders down south talking about how cold it was going to be there. So again, here's Miss Penny. She wasn't feeling so great yesterday. Today she's looking better. Do you feel better? I did give her 3 things yesterday. So I don't think she enjoyed all of them. So she got a shot of antibiotics. She also got like a pain reliever. And then she also got some B12. So my favorite goat, I wouldn't tell the goats my favorite goat. If it were up to my daughter, she would say that this is my favorite goat, Miss Easy. I think I have different categories of favorites. Hi, baby. Nutmeg is also one of my favorites. They're both older does. Easy will be 6. Abby, you need to be nice. Stop. Don't do that. There was another clip-on pan. I'm not sure where it went to. See, now you knocked off the pan. Easy does not feel like fighting with Revy. I believe the pan was out here. Never mind, I don't see it. Still really wet. I think the ground is probably mostly frozen. And I think I'd just rather it be frozen than to be like a muddy mess. Guys, there's feet over here. Why doesn't anyone want this pan? Here, easy, you can eat out of there. Are you wanting more beet pulp? There you go. Well, actually, this is Easy's favorite. Revy, no. Revy, get down. Are you serious? I'll feed you over the bucket, so if it drops, then you can eat them. Once something hits the ground, typically my goats will not eat it. They're very picky in that way. And if you feed another goat that is like slobbery and licks your hand, and then you put the food back in your hand, they won't want it. Sassly also wants the animal crackers. Revy, you are being grouchy to everybody this morning. Come on, Easy. Okay, guys, you're not going to be fighting all day. Let's just come to the rest. It's mostly crumbs. You're Easy. I guess I need to go buy animal crackers. Sam's Club sells like a huge tub. I have not been there in a while. We don't really live close to a Sam's Club. Okay, guys, that's it. You're out. They love these. Oh, I guess Time has decided to jump out. Mary, are you tired of being in here with all the goats? Do you want to go back outside? I don't blame her. It's very windy this morning. I was carrying my coffee out to the barn, and I guess it was kind of full because the wind just started blowing it out the top of my cup. There's a lot of goats in here. You can see Miss Penny fighting her way into this bucket. She obviously is feeling better, so I'm glad to see that. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We had 12 goats out. That means there's 20 in the pen. A lot of headbutting this morning, but they're not even eating it. They're just picking through, eating their favorite parts. So I did let Easy out to eat extra. We did cut back from 1 grain feeding for the main pen down to, from 2 down to 1. Okay, you need to be nice, Cecily. So I let her out because I was worried that she wasn't gaining as much as she normally gains while she's pregnant. So if you're looking at her stomach, this is all baby. This is not like excess fat. But then when you look over her withers, do you see how much they come to like a wedge or a point there, right at the base of her neck? Usually at this point in her pregnancy, I feel like they're a little bit more rounded. If you look at Revy's, you see that it's a little bit more rounded. If you want to check to see if your goat is carrying excess weight, you normally do that right behind the elbow. If your goat has a lot of excess weight, you can oftentimes get like a large pinch of fat right there. So some of my kids will have excess fat. Cheerios never been super big. Okay, this doe is carrying extra weight. And for young, dry junior stock, that's very common, especially I feel like in this breed. They don't have all the skeletal growth of some of the longer, lankier breeds, and so they put on the pounds. Okay, you guys, you're not going to be grouchy with Penny. She is already not feeling super great. Okay, Moon. Moon is being grouchy with everybody. You need to stop. Why are you being so grouchy? It's New Year's. Hi, Easy Baby. I don't have any more crackers for you. I don't know that they'll be able to go out today because it hasn't dried out yet. We got like a ton of rain. There was standing water everywhere in puddles. I don't know why we're getting so much rain. So I don't usually expect them to go out in standing water and standing rain to graze. I'm gonna take off my coat. It's really hot. It's not hot outside. I think I drink coffee. I typically just wear a sweatshirt with my bibs, but I put a coat on this morning, and it's a little bit of too much of layers. Okay, Miss Revy. It's these black does this morning. They're in a mood. Turkey is apparently intrigued by my bucket heater. We did close the barn doors last night because it was so windy. I miss Cheerio. You're such a sweet girl. Oh, sorry, Cecily knocked you down. This is my bucket heater. I usually use this if it's very cold too. It'll heat up a bucket to like a hot temperature, whereas a tank de-icer will just keep it from freezing. So on really, really cold days where I want them to drink, I'll make hot water for them. After adult kids, I always give her a bowl of hot water with some molasses. Typically that's not a lot though, so I'll just bring a bowl out from the house. Was it windy in here last night? There's some birds in the barn. Cecily, you're not going to start doing that today, are you? So you can see they do have their grass hay left. That's always their second choice when it comes to hay eating. Cecily is screaming for her babies again, even though she's out there with them. So it's not windy in here at all with the barn door blocking it off. I don't even know if I feel like opening right now because of how windy it was while I was walking out. I will check on the rabbit. Peter is out with the goats. So we did clean out the rabbit hutch the other day. We also moved it closer to the barn. And so we had we have a rabbit carrier. If anyone has rabbits, you know what I'm talking about. It has the top lid to put them in and out of. Not like a normal cage with like a side gate like we would have for a dog. Okay, Grace, Lulu. Okay, go ahead. And so when we put Peter in it, his nose was to the very end because he's so big. So my daughter let him out into the kidding room, and she did shut the door. But I didn't know it, so I came out and opened the door. I didn't know he was loose in there. And so then he escaped that area. He came out to the goat pen. And so now he's out here with the goats. He really seems to like being out here with the goats. He hangs out under the He hangs out under this hay manger. So I'm thinking I should probably put his feed under here. Okay, Pancake, you stood right in front of him. Hi, Peter. Look at these ears. Okay, Cecily, guys. Nothing like being knocked over by a goat. Sorry, Bernicia. Bernicia is the same color as Peter. She has been in the molasses lick. You can see how dirty her beard is. Yes, your beard is super dirty. Hi, white turkey. So apparently when the turkeys do this, this means that they're females. This turkey is very sweet. It loves people. Peter's just hanging out under here. Hi, Peter. Happy New Year. So I normally give my rabbits just a rabbit grain. Thanks, Happy. Happy stepped on my phone. They're all being very pushy today. There's this Miss Nutmeg, our first one due this year. I've kept a lot of daughters from this doe. This will be her 5th year kidding. So, didn't get a daughter last year. I did get a single buck kid who went to the grazing crew. She has beautiful kids. They're stylish, flashy kids. So Sage is her daughter. This is considered like a buckskin color. Sage is a little bit darker than Nutmeg. Tiny, be nice. Cinnamon is her granddaughter. Miss Minnie is her granddaughter. Hazel is her daughter. Micro is her granddaughter. Licorice is her great-granddaughter. That black doe. Who are you? Oh my goodness. So I always get Micro and Blackberry mixed up. Okay guys, so I don't know if you can hear me. I think my router, I don't know if it shut off or what. So I think I'm going to have to reset the router so that way I can be on Wi-Fi. I know when I'm on cellular, it's very choppy. So I guess I will jump off here. I'm gonna reset that for next time. Bring them some, okay, I guess now it's connected to the internet. Sorry, I think I don't know what happened. Something happened with the internet. Yeah, so I did not know that turkeys were so friendly either and like to be petted. So what Ashley, my sister-in-law, told me about turkeys is if they come and they sit down next to you, it's like they consider you to be like their mate. So I guess I'm now bonded to this female turkey. She's very sweet. She's the one that's laying the eggs. I don't know if I should get her a boyfriend or what. I kind of like just having the 2 female turkeys because they're both like really chill and they don't chase anybody. They just like to eat stuff and walk around. And they're actually really soft. Blackberry, you're knocking the turkey over. These goats are so jealous. So you can see her wattle is not very big. She doesn't have like the brush that comes out like a male turkey has. She's really soft. When they go to sleep, they tuck their heads down like into their feathers. It's like they're headless. They do seem to stay pretty warm. Miss Chia. Food. You know, if it were 2 male turkeys, I think I would be tempted to eat them. With it being these sweet females, I don't know that I am. You can see her little pile of turkey eggs here. She has decided to lay in the goat swimming pool. They won't hatch. We don't have a male turkey, so. Cecily. Cecily started yelling for her kids again. So I did buy this after I hadn't bought one for a while because they kept walking in it. It seems like they're acting a little better about not standing in it. They have eaten down quite a bit. It was pretty close to the top, and you can see it's down a couple inches, so that's just from them licking it like this. It's wild how they all collectively work together. Cecily, did you need that? Did you need the molasses lick? You were so dramatic. Turkey eggs are supposed to be huge. Yeah, you know, I thought that they would be bigger than they are. From what I read, they're 50% bigger than a chicken egg. But I don't know if it's because this is like a young turkey. They're not that big. There's also different breeds of turkeys, so I think that probably plays a part. You know, I know the like ostrich and emu eggs are massively huge. Why are you licking so fast? This is the most dramatic goat you've ever seen. She stands really nicely to be milked, though. Now they're both enjoying the lick. Are you waiting in line for the lick? Got a lot of goats out. So So all these goats in this pen are my does. There's no bucklings, there's no male goats, there's no bucks in here. Actually, the male rabbit is considered a buck. Rabbits have the same doe-buck names. So I guess we have one buck, that's Peter the rabbit. This is Minnie and her daughter. And their minerals. Okay. So the only thing I don't like about these minerals is they do get kind of clumped. So they had to be a powder to be able to flow down. So I don't really know why they get clumped. I think it's when the humidity is high. So usually if you break it up, then they're able to eat it again. You also needed minerals, Cecily. You were just depleted on everything, weren't you? They've eaten a ton of minerals. I think I put this in here maybe 10 days ago. These are my favorite mineral feeders. They literally hold up forever. Seidel stuff is made so well. Okay, a lot of them are being very grouchy today. See, Crumble and Vanilla Bean would like to go out into the snack crew. All these junior does, they're so rotten. We already have half the herd out anyway, we may as well. Okay, so Revy's coming back out. Guys, really? Nutmeg? I feel like that was a little dramatic. Okay, Midnight, you gotta go in or out. It drives me nuts when they stand in the doorway. They're like cats. They can't decide if they want to go out. Now we have even more goats out. Who are you? You're a Cheerio. Actually, Nutmeg looks a little bigger today. She's starting to get a little bit of milk. I'd say not very much at all. They're all collectively eating out of one bucket. You guys are a mess. And now you got the bucket on your head. So whenever we clean the barn, we actually put them all in this, they can't date because of you, yes. So most of them are actually pregnant at this point, all the bigger does. So all the junior does are open. We've bred most of the senior does. They're due this spring. So when we clean out the main pen, we actually put them all in here. It's very chaotic when we do that, because there's like 30 goats in this pen, and it's not very big. But it's just the easiest when you're using the tractor. That way you don't have to worry about running over a goat. You can back up when you need to. So usually it doesn't take that long when we do clean it out now that we have the tractor. If we were doing it by hand, it would be hours. Like all day. With the tractor, it takes a couple hours, and it's not so much using a pitchfork and making your back tired. So that's been tremendous. Our old barn was very small. It had a really small door, so you couldn't even get any machinery in if you wanted to. Beauty is coughing. What did you do? Did you eat something weird? Okay, guys, I have a mess to clean up. I think I have 15 goats out. So I am going to try to put them all away. Thank you for joining me on this New Year's Day. I hope that you guys all have a peaceful, restful day. I'm guessing a lot of you are off of work and school, so if you are around tomorrow morning, pop in and say hi. I'd love to see you. Thanks again for watching. Bye, guys.